Hi, this is Miss Barsness, and this is just a quick walkthrough of how to get started on Canvas with Contract PE. When you go to your dashboard on your computer, you're going to see possibly multiple classes. This is my dashboard, so they all look like physical education classes, but I'm going to use East High School here as an example. When you open yours, it's going to look just like this. A quick intro of the homepage here is there is an important reminder about due dates on the front page, that there are due dates posted on the course, which you can find under modules or under the syllabus. But these are just to help you keep track and for me to have in progress grades in the gradebook. You are always welcome to work ahead of the due dates, except on activity logs. And if you fall behind, you're always welcome to turn in late work for full credit. So you're working at your own pace, but because I have to keep in progress grades going, it will show a 0 in the gradebook if it's past the due date. A couple other things is there's some contact information and a grading rubric at the top tabs. Now, two most important places you want to go. Number one is modules. This is how the course is organized. So if you click on modules, at the top you'll see resources. So there's activity resources. These are just ideas for physical activity. But if you have your own goal, your own habits that you normally follow, if you're in a sport, if you're in show choir or marching band, and that's the activity that you do daily, that's totally fine. If you would like to add something else, like a HIIT workout or some yoga, some body weight workouts, feel free to use these resources. And then there's more resources here for cardio, strength, and flexibility. Now I'm gonna minimize this because it's not anything that you have to turn in, and you can do the same by clicking the arrow. Now, under the engagement topic, you'll see that we have multiple activity logs. There's 8 total, 1 for every 2 weeks of the semester. The activity logs are the only thing that you cannot work ahead on because the goal is to be consistent throughout the semester. So I don't want you to turn in all 8 logs the first 2 weeks of class. The very first thing here is how to complete activity logs. This is important to check out. It is not an assignment, it's just information. So please check this out first. Here's an example of what the logs look like, and you're going to be writing down the approximate date that you did the activity. You can even write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if you would like. And then the activity you did, there's going to be a focus question, which is on each activity log. There's a different focus question. The question, like this one, says what health-related fitness component best describes each activity, and you're going to pick from the answer key what you believe is best describes what you did. So did you do cardio activity? Did you do strength activity? Did you do flexibility activity? And this is just a reflection for you to start thinking about, oh, I always do cardio, or I have never done a flexibility exercise, or I lift weights all the time, but I never do cardio. So it's just a reflection. Don't think too much into it. It's just for you to consider maybe doing something different for next week's log. But again, that is not required. It's just up to you. You can always click next to go to the next activity log or the next page. Each activity log page will tell you what dates you were supposed to turn it in. So this first activity log was from the very beginning of the school year, September 2nd to September 12th. Now, if you didn't turn it in, that is okay. Think back to those first 2 weeks of school. And were you in a sport? Do you normally walk to school? Could you use that as activity? Do you have a dog that you normally walk and you went on a 20-minute walk every day during that time? Do you have a normal routine that you were doing? Go ahead and put it on this activity log, even if it's late. You'll see that there's a document to download. So you're going to hit download, and then it'll show in your downloads on your computer. You can open it there on the Word document, and you can open it up here under your downloads on a Word document. Click Enable Editing when you get to that Word document, and then you can go ahead and type on it from there. Okay, so that's what your activity logs look like each week. Again, you cannot work ahead. So if I try to go to log 6, which is not due until November 21st, it's going to tell me it's locked. Okay, it's going to open November 7th, 2 weeks before it's due. Now, everything else, let me close that. Everything else in this course, you can do at any time. Let me go back to that modules page because it wasn't quite loaded. There it is. Okay, so you'll notice that they are organized by topic. So where it says fitness topic, these are the assignments you're looking for evidence in the fitness topic, which is under Infinite Campus. You'll see that there's due dates, September 5th, September 19th, October 3rd, October 17th. Actually, today is October 17th and is technically the last day we should all be done with the fitness topic. But again, if you're not, that is okay. You're working at your own pace. Please jump in and complete these as soon as possible because this grade is currently in the grade book. Now the fitness assessment you'll see is optional, so you don't need to complete that. Components of fitness is just an example of one of the assignments. There's always going to be some information for you to read, to look at, to watch, to give you a base idea of what the components of fitness are or what the topic of the assignment is. So take a few minutes and look through, make sure you understand all of the content on the page. Then at the bottom here is a quick little assignment, reflection. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes to complete, and then you'll submit in the text box. Now you can flip through these. Again, the fitness assessment is optional. So I'm going to skip this one, but feel free to go through the fitness assessment to see where you're currently at in your own fitness. Here's the next assignment, the SMART goal. Again, make sure you understand the content before you do the assignment. Here's a quick video about what SMART goals are, some more information about how to create your own SMART goal. And then there's going to be, I need to fix this image, it looks like, but there's going to be a worksheet here to download to create your SMART goal. And so on for all of the assignments are going to look very similar. Some content and then something to turn in. Again, you may work ahead and complete the skills and knowledge topic and the personal social topic and be done with the course, except the engagement topic, you'll have to consistently come back and turn in. Another way you can look at your assignments is going to grades. Under the grades tab, it's going to show what you're currently missing. So what has been due that you haven't submitted. This is an easy way to check, make sure you have everything turned in. If you don't, you can go ahead and click directly on the link here, and it'll take you to the page. Another way to see what has been due is by going to the syllabus, and you'll see in the gray, these are all items that we've already done, and here's items that are coming up. This is another way you can get to the assignment if you would like. I don't necessarily like this way because it's not organized. It's organized by due date, but I would rather follow modules where you can see exactly what goes with each topic. All right, I hope that helps.